This is an audio of Jen riding to Central Operations with the police.
Detective Hunt, OCSO case 24-0011313. Transportation of Jennifer Soto to Central Operations.
Jen, will he sit in the back seat okay, Mike?
Yeah, he'll probably honestly stand on the center console watching you drive.
Does he?
Oh, critic.
Yeah.
Backseat driver becomes console driver. Okay.
Are you the Nissan over there?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. I'm right next to you.
That's yours there?
Yeah, that's that piece of junk.
Okay, when do you get a really nice upgrade? Hey.
All right. It's going to be a little cramped for about probably 30 minutes or so.
Will the press release start without us?
We'll probably get there in time. So how long have you lived in Florida?
I'm gonna say I moved when I was like 14 or 15. My mom bought a house, and my dad gave up his half of custody so we could move down here. Don't say 14, 15, maybe 15. And then I moved back to New York City when I was 21 for like a year to try to live that life.
City life?
Try to live that city life. Work in an office, party at night. That was exhausting, and honestly, I did not like it. I just like going home and going to sleep.
Yeah, it wasn't for you.
No, I did not like the commute, the subway. I mean, I lived in New York, so I was used to subways and buses and all that stuff. But when you actually had to do it every day for work, that was pretty exhausting.
So the subway is kind of my pet peeve. I can't stand the idea of being, a foot away from someone that I don't know, for an extended period of time, because I didn't realize just how crowded they were until I took one for the first time, and it's like person standing in front of you, person standing behind you.
And you're all sharing the same pole, so like dirty hands.
Oh yeah, there's one person. It's just like stacking hands. So I've never been a fan. Never been a fan at all. Did you guys get any sleep last night?
I think I went to bed around 3:30, 4 o'clock, and then I woke up around 8 or 9. So I slept a few hours, but
Good.
Snoozed a little bit while we were waiting for you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I'm sorry to make you wait so long. I really was on the way out here. And
no, it's okay. If you guys had leads, I don't give a shit. Like, I don't care as long as you guys are doing what you guys got to be doing. Like, and it seems like you are. So.
Yeah, no, we didn't. I went home for a couple hours just because I had to sleep, but came back out. And this is the only thing anyone's working on right now, so this is important.
My anxiety keeps my brain circling. I'm just wondering where is she? Is she okay? I hope she's fine. Like, I just want my baby back. I just want her back.
It's natural. I mean, that's just about the only rational way to be, right?
Yeah.
New message.
So you've been getting bombarded by the news media and reporters. How are they getting your number?
I think my family and my friends. So on the first day, my family and friends made like flyers and put my phone number on it.
Okay. That's
And
probably
then also they all reached out to the news media to try to get their attention. And I don't know if they gave them my number or what, but
probably. Or I mean, they probably just looked it up online. It's surprisingly easy sometimes.
yeah, I'm like, I haven't directly contacted any news station. I don't think. No, just kidding. Just Fox 35, and I did that like on the first night, like right after we got home and like we reported her missing.
Yeah.
I called that night, but they needed more information from the police. But that was the only place I called, and then everyone else started calling me. So I'm just feeling super overwhelmed with all these messages, and they all want to meet up or interview or do this or that, and I've just been pushing it off because I wasn't home.
Yeah.
I didn't want to do anything at the hotel.
Well, I saw you did one interview, right? Because I think I saw you on the news last night.
Yeah. I did, I think, 3 on-camera interviews. But, there's not, for today, there's not much else for me to say.
Mm-hmm.
There hasn't been more information. I'm not going to find out until whatever happens to the press release. So,
well, I think I spoke with Stephanie's ex, and Stephanie had expressed to me earlier just that she was feeling, I guess, helpless. Like y'all have done so much. Your whole family has been so like active and looking for her and making the flyers, making phone calls, and drawing this attention. But at a certain point, it's like you've done everything that you can do, and it's natural to just kind of feel like, that you have to depend on now us to kind of do our thing,
Yeah. Everyone, we were talking about like possibly, I guess that's something we wanted to throw by you, or maybe I already did, I'm not sure.
Maybe.
But a search party thing, but we didn't want to get in the way of you guys, and you guys have already scoured the woods multiple times, so like that's the only place I would think of searching, right? So we don't want to do that. I think we're talking about like maybe hosting like a vigil of some sort or something, just to.
Okay.
I'm not sure. We're just trying to get some attention, more eyes on her face. More eyes.
Speaking of woods, so you mentioned to me that you, Stephan, and her used to go hiking in St. Cloud.
Just me and her, and actually my sister.
Oh, okay. So you used to go down to St. Cloud. So,
yeah.
Do you remember where you went?
Lake Lizzie Preserve. It's about 35 minutes off of 192. It's past St. Cloud, a little bit before Harmony.
Oh, so that's way south.
Yeah.
Got it. It's like that's like what, 2 hours, an hour from your house?
No, 35 minutes.
Oh, only 35 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no, I know that would be hard for a girl to get to.
Yeah, I don't think she would even remember how to get there. It's been at least over a year and a half since we did that hike.
But it was just you and your sister and her.
Yeah, and the kids. Yeah.
Got it. Yeah, that was just another thing I was thinking. Maybe if that was somewhere that she may have gone.
Let me call my sister. Actually, if that's okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
So I'm actually going to the press release right now. They're escorting me. I guess they're gonna take me somewhere different so I don't get bombarded by the press. Yeah. So I'll find out whatever's happening at this conference.
Yeah, so 8311. Yeah, so 8311.
Yeah, just they're I'm on the passenger seat of the detective's car. Yeah, good. Stephan is in the other detective's car. He had a bigger car, like a bigger seat for him to sit in. So they're taking him that way. Okay. Stephan's dad is following us, and he's got safe right. Yeah, for sure.
How's the rest of the family holding up?
As good as possible. They're all getting ready in front of the TV or pulling up Facebook Live to see if they could see the press conference. They just thought that I would find out what's happening first before the press would, but I guess I'm finding out at the same time as everyone else.
Yeah, I mean, I've told you everything. I've told you basically everything I know. They're probably not going to disclose. In my experience at press conferences, they don't disclose nearly as much as people think they will. And this is the same thing I told Stephanie earlier. It's just kind of the nature of our job. It's the nature of the resources we use. We can't reveal some of our methods just because that can be used later by bad people, right?
Yeah.
To exploit that. So I don't know what they're going to release. I'm not the one doing it. They may ask specific questions that warrant different responses, information that maybe I don't know. But yeah, I'll be there too. So I think it's funny. Everyone thinks that we all know kind of the collective information, but sometimes we go to these press conferences and we heard, stuff like, no one told me that.
Yeah.
You said Stephan got a job up in North Port, right?
So his dad works for a real estate company, and I guess had been told that they were going to offer Stephan a job as a project manager or like a junior project manager on a construction site. Like they're going to teach him the ropes, kind of thing, like an apprenticeship. And that fell through. So it ended up never happening.
Oh no, that's nice.
Yeah.
So is he he lives down there, right?
Yeah, he lives down there.
What does he do down there now? I mean,
He's just hanging out with his parents.
Okay.
I think he's looking for a job locally, but in reality, we're just waiting for him to be able. He's got to wait a specific amount of time for him to reapply back at Disney where he used to work.
Oh, he used to work at I think he said Epcot?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so he wanted to go back. He wants to go back. But I think we have to wait like about 6 months from when he resigned.
Okay.
So we're waiting for that to kick in so he can get his job back. And in the meantime, he just has to get something down there to be able to save up to come up here because I can't afford to. I'm disabled. I work part-time. Like, I don't make that much money.
Yeah. I didn't know his dad was an Orange County deputy at one point.
Yeah, back
He
in
worked
the day.
for us way back when.
Yeah,
Very cool.
he's a nice guy.
How were they? How were his parents doing? Stephan mentioned that they might be. He said something about they were sick a little while ago, or they were ill, or they weren't doing so well at one point. I don't know if I may have misheard.
I don't know if they were not doing well with illness. I know they were struggling financially.
Okay.
So they might not been doing well that way.
I may have misheard. I thought he said something about them being elderly and not as active and needing his help, kind of thing.
That's true. That they're very old. His mom is super old and very ill. She's very, no offense to her, she's a very heavy woman, and like her health is just not the best. She's had so many surgeries and like had complications from her surgery. She's very like mentally, she's not like where she used to be. She gets very lost. She gets very confused sometimes, and it's just like.
I didn't know if he like moved down there to help them, or kind of keep them comfortable, or if they were, he had mentioned them briefly, and so it was cool getting to meet him because he talks very highly of his dad.
Yeah, his dad's a really nice guy. They've always treated me like family, and like when I met them, I kind of had a strained relationship with my family, so they like took us in. They loved on us. Yeah, they are. They really are.
Sounds like their family is. And forgive me if this is a personal question, but I just wanted to verify with you. I had heard a couple different things, and it's so funny when you talk to so many people over the course of a short period of time. You see how everyone kind of sees things a little bit differently sometimes, and so that was just one thing I figured I'd clarify with you.
Like even. Very childish too. He loves playing video games. He loves playing board games. That is his buddy. That's who his partner is when he loves hobbies also. Very big hobby goer. So every time he discovers a new game or a new hobby, he gets sucked in and involved and want to play as well. And they were always playing. I would watch. I wasn't into the games. They can.
But you watch, you enjoy them enjoying it, right?
Yeah. Some board games I love playing with them. Some of them. It all depends. But they were each other's buddy.
Has it changed at all as the years have gone on? Have they gotten any less close as she's come to be like a teenager?
No. If anything, closer ever since he moved away, because now as soon as we get home or a little bit afterwards, we'll FaceTime him and we'll be on FaceTime all day just talking or bullshitting or keeping each other company. Sometimes not even talking. Sometimes I'll be on my phone messing around and he'll be busy on his computer doing something, but we're just keeping each other company. He would be around for that as well. Not FaceTime, but Google Duo or Meet, whatever it's called.
Oh yeah, for androids.
Yeah.
But yeah, it doesn't sound like you've ever had any concerns about Stephan. You know him really well. You've never seen anything wrong with each other, right?
No. If anything, like, for the first few years, I was hypervigilant as hell because I was just like, never trust a man. I don't care who it is, never trust anyone, not even my dad, right? Like, never trust anyone. Sleepovers, and I'm like, no, absolutely not, because I have no control and something could really happen.
Yeah, it's a dangerous world.
Yeah, so I was very vigilant for the first few years of how he would interact with her and what he would do, and I would question if anything was weird, but nothing ever was truly weird. I'm just like, okay. I even had a rule for the longest time for sleepovers with him, as in if he were to sleep in the guest bedroom upstairs, and I would say, no, you guys can hang out and do whatever, but you're sleeping with me.
Understandable.
Just because even if I'd known him for 7 years, the idea of course it would weird anyone out, a little girl sleeping with a man that's not her dad. It sounds weird, but so I haven't I trusted him enough to let that even happen that night, you know?
Yeah. I mean, is it common? Because I know you said you would never let him in the past, but is it common to let her sleep up with him or let them spend a lot of time alone together?
I think I'm going to say I've let them sleep together less than what I can count on these two hands.
Okay.
Not much. But a lot of the times it was just the three of us sleeping together in my bed too. But that got uncomfortable as hell too. She just kicks and like sprawls and like
only so many people, right?
And what's funny is even on a king bed, if it's just me and her, she'll start off on one corner of the bed and I'll be on the other, and then when I wake up she is on top of me and then like way past the middle, like next to me, touching me, and I'm just like, how did this happen? It's such a big bed. Yeah.
Well, she loves you, that's why.
Yeah. But I would wake up feeling like, oh my god, I'm on the corner.
You know, some kids are like that though. Some kids just can't get close enough to, even when they start developing their like teenage attitude and the hormones start raging a little bit, then some kids just can't, get close enough to their friends because they love you that much.
Yeah. I would like to think that that's the case. She never liked being alone. She never liked sleeping alone. Ever since she was a baby, like I tried sleep training her and that was a complete failure.
Yeah.
I just had to learn that she had to sleep with me, and she wanted to be with me all the time. So like even now, like I hope she's not alone. I mean, or I don't know, she's being taken care of or she's safe. I don't know. Like I worry about her.
Yeah. How was her? I don't think I asked you, or I may have not asked you very much, but how was her party on Sunday?
So I wasn't there. I was working.
Okay.
But from what I was told, she had an amazing time. My entire family was there.
Oh, Stephan there?
Stephan was.
14.
Oh, okay. I thought I heard him mention something about hearing singing at the party, but maybe I was mistaken.
No, he was on his way here from Northport, Florida, during the party.
Okay. And so he would have gotten here like Sunday night.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
She went at home around 8:30, and I think Stephan walked into the house about 10 minutes later and made sure that I was supposed to, which was take her meds and get in the shower and get ready for bed.
Yeah.
So when I got home back from work, she had already showered. She had taken her meds. She was getting ready. She was ready.
I gotcha. Yeah, no, I thought I heard him say something about her like singing a song that night or introducing her to a new movie or something.
Yes, she started singing. So she's in chorus. She's got such a beautiful voice. She was practicing one of her chorus songs, and Stephan heard it. And he's like, "Wow, you have such a beautiful voice. Let's watch, I think, Sister Act."
Sister Act, yeah.
So we wanted to watch a movie about singing, and she liked it, but we didn't finish the whole thing.
I have not seen Sister Act.
Trying to get somebody to close.
When he mentioned it, I confused it with I was thinking
I
of that
accidentally self-assigned myself 723. Can you
Friday.
show me
Completely
75?
different, I know.
Yeah.
County 3305 up.
3305 Alpha.
Can you somebody call 943, please?
It's a petty theft and a threat. 7640 West End Lake Road at the Publix. Might be on the 36
So I don't think I asked
by
you. I might have
Red Hat.
forgotten, but what's
Just
your
wearing all
job?
black and then signaled here. He took a sandwich and a drink.
I work
No one in the
as
clinic confronted him. He
concierge,
made a
so
friendly
front
killer.
desk at
He's
Coronado
due a
Resort
select
at
to advertise for you.
Ah,
Coming in
okay.
with
Oh,
the
so
manager
are you a
of
Disney family?
56, code 230.
We love Disney. All of us do.
Man. And what did Stephan do at Epcot?
He worked in attractions, so he worked on the Soarin' ride and the Journey into Imagination with Figment ride.
We'll use our police privilege.
Yes.
That's cool. My girlfriend worked for Disney for a long time. She was a character performer. With the ones in the costumes.
Yeah.
Yeah. She said apparently that's like a big deal there.
Yeah, it is. It's crazy how you can just be in a costume and you can make so many people so happy. My sister used to be a character performer as well. She was like Mickey, Minnie, Donald, Daisy, all the Lilo Stitch, the short.
Yeah. Short ones.
Yeah. But I think she said she had to quit because she kept getting Donald Duck and his butt was really heavy and kept hurting her back. She was really having a lot of back pain, so she had to quit.
Now that you say it, I guess that makes sense.
Yeah.
I didn't know they were so stringent with who they let be character performers, though. She was saying, like, you have to fit a height requirement, a weight requirement, you have to learn choreographies and all these mannerisms.
County North Bay 1.
Learn all the different signatures
Yes,
for every character.
To be a prince, you have to be like 6 foot something, because you have to be taller than all the princesses. Crazy.